Graham, you said it before, I'm sure you say it again, the result's probably not really important, but a good run out for your side tonight.
Yeah, look, we're not going to tell a lie. It's a tough game for us. They're a fantastic outfit. They're a penalty shootout off the Premier League, so we knew it would be tough, but it was a good start. There's bits that we can take out for what's going to go into our league programme, which is the most important thing. So, even when we were talking about making changes at half time, there was things we could do that would help us in this particular game, but which we won't do in the league. So we wanted to stick to what we will do in the league, and that's what we've been training for the last 4.5 weeks. There's still a lot of work to do on and off the pitch, but I was delighted with the work ethic of the players. The only disappointment from the first half, like I said to the players, was that we conceded the second so quickly after the first. It's a sort of game management situation there. You look at the clock, it's 2 minutes to go, and you see the game through to half time and coming at 1-1, and then we can readjust. So that was the only disappointment. Listen, we know their quality, but the second half, when we changed the shape, went back to what we've been doing previously in pre-season. I thought we looked a little bit more joined up and sort of clear in our thoughts. But the first shape, we wanted to look at that a couple of weeks ago. We had to wait till we got to a certain stage with 4-3-3 before going into it. So it was against a team as good as that. There was some difficult moments in that shape, but we started well.
I think it can be broken down into phases, can't it? And you can almost look at it as okay, so you played that first 45 minutes defending a lead, and then second half you're having to go after and chase it.
Yeah, but it's honestly it's a process that we have to go through. It's a big turnaround in what's happened before, and it's not going to happen overnight. So we've got to have an idea of what the long-term target looks like, and the steps we have to make along the way. So. Physically, the players look miles better than they did 3 weeks ago. That's the biggest thing for me. Tactically, we know what we're doing, but fortunately, we're not going to play Coventry every single week.
Well, that's it. I mean, they certainly look every bit the top flight Championship side, don't they? So, what is it that you learn from playing teams that are a significant step higher?
I think you learn several things, because it's similar when we talk to young players at our club and they step up to train with the first team. They see the step in physicality, in speed of thought and stuff like that, in intensity. And it's the same when a team will play a level above, which we obviously did a couple of levels above today, and you see the difference in physicality, intensity and that. So it's but like you say, our target is the league this season, but if players want to progress their careers and get to certain levels, then you've seen the types of athlete that you have to become and overcome. So on that side of it, and you look at Coventry, where 5-6 years ago they were in the same division we are now. When Mark first took over, because I remember playing against them when they went down, and they've had steady progress season out. So that squad of players will have been together for God knows how long. And that's when you have that consistency. So, but we're at the start of that journey. That's the reality. So we are where Coventry were. I think it was 6 years ago when they got relegated into League Two.
You mentioned the step on that the side has now made in the last 3 weeks, certainly in terms of fitness, and you could tell, couldn't you, that there were legs that kept on going in this.
Yeah, 100%. And that, so we'll look for that again on Saturday. Against another team from a higher league. So what's important for us, and said to the guys in there, that we will take out what we will use in League Two from that game, and we will show you, and we'll use that and work on it. And there's no good us looking at Coventry's shape and what they did, because I don't think we'll face a team, with all due respect, I don't think we'll face a team in the league of that high quality and movement and physical strength. So. But we do need to keep improving, so we can't just go, well, okay, let's just Coventry there, we're not. We have to say, well, we could have done things better ourselves, which we're capable of, and make sure we understand that. So, but the players know. The players know that the progress we've made in the last 4 weeks, but they also know we're not going from that to that in 4 weeks' time.
What's going to happen then in the next week? Is it still the pressure and the training session is still going to be hard and intense in the run up to Northampton, and then does next week, does it sort of I don't want to say the word ease off,
No,
but
well, no, it tapers. We tapered it a little bit because we knew the physical output we'd have to put into that game tonight. So we've done it again. We start really hard. But we don't. It's not a complete drop off, because we'll continue this all the way through the season. There's no it's professional football. We have to be fit and we have to be strong and resilient all season through. So pre-season's not a 5-6 week program and it just stops. It continues, but it just continues in different ways. So we will continue to train hard this week. Going into the Northampton game, we'll get more specific in sort of tactical work, going towards the Wrexham game. So we'll just look to progress each time. So I've definitely seen an improvement from the whole group and each individual. But like I say, there's still a long way to go to get to where I believe this team can be.
4 missing tonight: Connor Grant, Matt Dennis, Dean Lewington, and there is another one whose name is Mo Isa. Of course it is.
Yeah, yes.
Apologies, Mo.
Yeah.
How are they doing, and anything long term, anything major concern?
No, not long term. There's going to be a couple of weeks for a couple, and we're hoping to get 1 or 2 back this week before Northampton. So hopefully they can get a bit of training into sort of. I don't know if they'll be fit enough to start, but we hope to bring 2 back into the squad. A couple of the others will be probably another 2 or 3 weeks. So it's just par for the course. But we've got good medical provision here, so they'll be back in as quick as they possibly can.
And while you have got a big squad, I'm sure you'll be wanting to add to it. What's the status on that at the moment?
It's a big squad on numbers, but you see the team that finished there. There's a lot of youth in there and a lot of potential for future. But I think we need to increase the competition with the seniors, without a doubt. We need to increase the physicality in some parts of the team for what we need to overcome this season. So there's still work to do, like I said, on and off the pitch. I think that's important. I think, but these are good young players, which we believe in a lot. But you can't take 5-6 players out of the youth team and expect them to go, and win promotions or play against top-end championship teams. But listen, what we love about them is they're fit, they're proactive, they've got great confidence. And, I believe that there's some really cracking players there, so that they've deserved that opportunity tonight. They're not there just out of luck or just plucked them out. They've earned it through their training, and when they've come on in pre-season games, they've always added to our performance. But I still believe we need a little bit more strength in depth to compete with the what we would see as our best team.
Are there any particular areas you think you need to improve then, other than physically? Is it a striker, a centre back?
I think we can improve all parts of the pitch. I think we need to increase our competition, certainly up front. I feel. I think we've got real good quality as a starting 11, maybe 12, 13, but we need to add to that. I think to really sort of raise the standard in training, and improve the competition when we get to the league programme. But we won't just sign anybody that becomes available. We have to make sure that we're trying to improve the team. I feel we've done that with the players we've brought in so far. So we've got to continue work to make it the best squad we can, because it's a long season, 50 games, 10 months. We need to make sure that we're prepared for every game.
And how does Tommy Smith feature in that? We've seen him on trial in a couple of games, and he went away to Germany with you. How's he getting on?
Yeah, really well. I think we spoke to him just when we landed from Germany, so there's other conversations to have with him. I think he's probably a little bit different from what we have there, as in his experience and his voice. As an out-and-out centre half, we know we've got Dean Lewington, who can play both positions, centre half and left back as well. But we know what we're going to face this season, and we need people that have been there and done it. And Tommy's done that. But there's conversations to be had with him and his representative.